A rude comment from a stranger, a disagreement with a loved one, an unhappy setback at work. We often want to react back, get defensive, or lash out in anger. Buddhist teachings offer a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges with grace and composure, the art of not reacting. This isn't about ignoring problems or just hiding our emotions. It's about cultivating a mindful response that promotes clarity, inner peace, and better relationships. Here are 5 key benefits of learning to master the art of not reacting. 1. Clarity in the storm. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of right mindfulness, which involves observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. When faced with a triggering situation, take a deep breath and create a space between ourself and our initial reaction. This pause allows the initial wave of emotion to subside, giving us space to weigh. The initial surge of anger, frustration, or fear can distort our thoughts. Taking a pause allows these emotions to subside, creating a calmer state of mind. Imagine a glass of muddy water. If we try to read something through it, it's blurry and unclear. But when we wait, the sediment settles, leaving us with a clear view. Sometimes our reactions are caused by deeper, unresolved issues. A small comment from a colleague might cause memories of a past betrayal to come up. A pause allows us to recognize these underlying patterns and address the root cause instead of simply reacting. Reacting suddenly often leads to regretful words and actions. It is a good choice to take a pause. We can examine the situation, consider the results of different responses, and choose the one that goes with our values and goals. The concept of right mindfulness is rooted in the 3 marks of existence, which give importance to the impermanent nature of all things, including our emotions. By pausing, we acknowledge that the initial emotional rise will eventually subside, preventing ourselves from getting swept away by the emotional current. 2. Cultivating inner peace. Life is a constant flow of experiences, some pleasant, some challenging. When we react impulsively to negativity, we allow those challenges to disrupt our inner peace. By cultivating the art of not reacting, we create a space between ourselves and these experiences, allowing for a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Imagine a calm lake reflecting the beauty of the sky above. Now imagine a pebble being tossed in. The water ripples, distorts the reflection, and takes a while to settle back down. We are like that lake, and life's challenges are the pebbles. Reacting impulsively adds to the ripples, and the reflection becomes blurry. When we react suddenly to negativity, it creates a cycle. Anger fuels anger, frustration leads to more frustration. By not reacting, we break this cycle, preventing negativity from taking control of our emotions. Cultivating the pause allows us to observe negative emotions without getting caught up in them. Imagine watching a storm cloud from a safe distance. We acknowledge its presence, but we remain calm under clear skies. When we don't react impulsively, we maintain our peace under pressure. This allows us to think clearly and make wise decisions, even in difficult situations. Imagine a captain navigating a rough sea. They remain calm and focused, guiding the ship through the storm. Meditation helps us become more aware of our thoughts and emotions. As we train our mind to observe our inner world with detachment, we'll find it easier to observe negativity without reacting to it. Sometimes our inner suffering comes from attachment to specific outcomes. We crave control and get upset when things don't go our way. By practicing letting go, we detach from these desires, developing a sense of inner peace during difficult times. Acknowledge that everyone encounters challenges and struggles. By viewing situations with compassion, we can cultivate peace for ourselves and those around us. Suppose we're stuck in rush hour traffic running late for an important meeting. We feel frustrated and stressed. However, by taking a deep breath and practicing not reacting, we can choose to accept the situation. We can listen to calming music or practice mindfulness exercises, maintaining your inner peace while navigating the external chaos. 3. The power of mindful communication. Strong relationships are essential for a fulfilling life. But when communication breakdowns and sudden reactions can damage even the closest bonds. By learning not to react, we create space for mindful communication, fostering trust, respect, and understanding in our relationships. Think before you speak. When we react impulsively, we're too focused on formulating our response to truly listen to what the other person is saying. By not reacting, we create space for active listening, allowing us to hear the other person's idea and respond thoughtfully. Emotions can cloud our communication. When we pause, we can collect our thoughts and communicate our feelings clearly and calmly. This reduces misunderstandings and fosters constructive and peaceful dialogue. Not reacting allows us to step outside our own perspective and see things from the other person's point of view. This fosters empathy and compassion, creating a foundation for stronger connections. Buddhism teaches about mindful communication, right speech. One aspect of the Noble Eightfold Path emphasizes speaking truthfully, kindly, and with purpose. Taking a pause allows us to choose our words carefully, avoiding hurtful outbursts and promoting a more respectful communication style. Non-violent communication. We should express our needs honestly and compassionately, while also understanding the other person's needs. By not reacting, we have the space to apply these principles and communicate in a way that develops connection, not conflict. Building strong relationships takes time and effort. By practicing patience and understanding with ourselves and others, we create a space for growth and deeper connection. 4. Letting go of attachment. Life is full of desires and expectations. We crave certain outcomes, cling to control, and get frustrated when things don't go our way. This attachment fuels reactivity, leading to disappointment and suffering. By learning not to react, we cultivate a sense of detachment, allowing us to respond with flexibility and acceptance, leading to greater freedom and inner peace. Think of yourself as open hands. Imagine holding a handful of sand too tightly. The tighter you grip it, the more it slips through your fingers. Similarly, the tighter we cling to expectations and desires, the more sadness we experience when things don't go as planned. By practicing not reacting, we learn to open our hands, accepting life on its own terms, with all its imperfections. When we let go of attachment to specific outcomes, we become less frustration. We learn to accept what is, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. When we're not fixed on a specific outcome, we become more open to possibilities. This allows us to adapt to changing situations and respond creatively rather than reacting impulsively. Letting go of attachment frees us from the burden of expectations. We find peace not in controlling the world around us, but in accepting what we cannot control and focusing on what we can, our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Buddhist teachings on letting go. The Four Noble Truths. The first truth acknowledges the presence of suffering in life. Clinging to desires is a major source of this suffering. By practicing letting go, we reduce our attachment to these desires, leading to a reduction in suffering. All things are impermanent, including our desires and expectations. By recognizing this truth, we can detach ourselves from the need to control the present and accept the ever-changing nature of life. True contentment comes from within, not from external circumstances. By practicing letting go, we cultivate a sense of contentment that allows us to appreciate life's experiences, regardless of whether they meet our expectations. Suppose we're working towards a promotion at work. We invest a lot of time and effort expecting to get the position. However, someone else gets promoted instead. Our initial reaction might be disappointment and anger. But by practicing letting go, we can accept the situation without judgment. We can use this opportunity to reflect on our goals and explore new possibilities, finding peace in the present moment and remaining open to the future. Letting go is a lifelong practice. There will be times when we find ourselves clinging to attachment. But with daily effort and a commitment to Buddhist teachings, we can cultivate a sense of detachment that allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater freedom and inner peace. 5. Developing compassion. Rude comments, inconsiderate actions, or hurtful behavior can trigger anger, resentment, or even a desire for revenge. However, by mastering the art of not reacting, we open ourselves to the possibility of developing compassion, the ability to understand another person's suffering and respond with kindness. Imagine a lotus flower blooming beautifully in a muddy pond. The lotus doesn't shy away from the mud. It uses it as nourishment to grow and thrive. Similarly, we can choose to use difficult situations and challenging people as opportunities to cultivate compassion. Understanding the source of behavior. Often, negativity stems from a place of pain or difficulty. Someone who is rude might be stressed at work, or someone who acts inconsiderately might be struggling with their own insecurities. By not reacting impulsively, we create space to consider these underlying factors and approach the situation with empathy. Responding with anger or defensiveness often fuels the fire of conflict. When we practice not reacting, we can choose a more compassionate response, de-escalating the situation and creating space for a more productive resolution. Kindness is contagious. By responding with compassion, even in the face of negativity, we have the potential to inspire a positive change in the other person and contribute to a more peaceful environment. Loving kindness meditation, metta. This meditation practice cultivates feelings of goodwill and compassion towards oneself and others, even those who are difficult. By training our minds to generate these feelings, we can respond to negativity with kindness rather than anger. Buddhist teachings emphasize the interconnectedness of all beings. We are all ultimately experiencing life's joys and sorrows. By recognizing this shared humanity, we can cultivate compassion for others, even those who cause us difficulty. Practicing not reacting allows us to move beyond negative emotions and cultivate compassion as a boundless response to suffering. We're having a conversation with a colleague who constantly interrupts us and talks over us. Our initial reaction might be to feel frustrated and shut down. However, by taking a pause and practicing not reacting, we can choose a more compassionate approach. We can calmly explain how their interruptions are making it difficult for us to participate in the conversation. Additionally, we can consider if they might be feeling insecure or nervous, leading them to dominate the conversation. By approaching the situation with understanding and kindness, we create an opportunity for open communication and a better working relationship. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Peace be with you and stay positive.